All right, and welcome back. After that quick delay, we have Bang Esports versus FaithX coming up here for our second match of the night. The winner of this will move on to play Strawberry Milk in the finals. How we feeling, Incog? How we feeling?
Well, we saw these two teams play on Sunday in our little exhibition, and it seemed pretty back and forth. I think they were just trying to feel each other out. That was my first time seeing Faith X play. This is the first time seeing Bang play. I've seen Judge, I guess, play in a few, and Supreme, one of the team members of Bang Esports. Aquatic, who I'm not sure if he's going to make it tonight. They did have a last second sub if he's not going to make it, but he looked also incredible Sunday.
Yep, I agree. It does look like Aquatic is in the match, so I think we will have the same matchup as we did on that exhibition match. So this should be a great series, but I think we get right into it. What do you think, Incog?
I need to get into your party real fast.
All right. Well, we'll get.
And then yes, I agree. Let's get right into it once I join the match here.
Okay. Let me move to the field. Got our scoreboard looking all nice. Got our team colors correct. Incog is in. Let's give them the go, go, go. All right, game number 1 of our second match of the night. It is FaithX versus Bang Esports here in game number 1 on DFH Stadium. Oh,
I'm really glad Aquatic was able to make it. That's huge for Bang Esports because he was a standout player in that exhibition.
absolutely. We'll have to see if he can continue that magic here tonight. Oh, I think he can. I think he can. Incog Aquatic wastes no time getting a goal on the board.
Aquatic reads this off the corner, gets a nice little soft touch to himself, and then gets the beat over Steve the Taco. It's going to put Bang Esports up by 1.
Yep, I thought Steve the Taco was there. It looked so close, but Aquatic just barely get it by him. Oh, but here comes Steve the Taco on the breakaway. Steve the Taco immediately responds to Aquatic with a goal of his own, beating him to the boost and beating him to the ball.
And that feels so good if you're Faith X, like getting that response, tying that game back up immediately. You have the whole game. We're back to a tie score. It's like a 0-0 ball game.
Yep, 0-0, 4.5 minutes on the clock. We got Aquatic. Oh, he can't find the boost. A beautiful 50 there by Supreme, and he retains possession. Debbie, though, with a nice dunk. Judge going to try to clear this one out. See the Taco trying to keep it in. RJ denied by Supreme. Supreme getting a bump on Debbie, trying to give Aquatic some room here. Supreme with the downfield demo. Judge absolutely rips one. What a demo play. What a shot by Judge.
And Bang Esports put the bang in Esports as they just went out for demos, and it left the net wide open. Judge gets good power on that and puts it right on, and Bang Esports up by 1.
Yeah, Supreme with some supremely good demos there. I have to say, like, there's so many ways you can use the word Supreme. But yeah, had to use it at least once. Here comes though. This is a little dangerous.
RJ just ended up being a little better defense coming from Bang, but Steve Taco gonna take this one in the air. He's gonna get it past 1. Supreme is there trying to go for a block. Devi is gonna get it past him. Aquatic low boost gets a 50. That's a big dunk from RJ. It's going to the center, and Devi's going to try to pass this back to Steve the Taco. Steve's going to pass to RJ for a shot on. Aquatic is there for the save.
That was a beautiful play though by FaithX that you get more and more confidence as you get plays like that under your belt. And Devi, so smart to chip this in here. So many players will either cling this off crossbar or like flip into it, but just hitting the brakes and kind of like hitting it to the side. That was a beautiful shot there by Debbie.
That was a beautiful shot, and I think there might have been some confusion on the goal line for Bang Esports of who was going to challenge that ball. Debbie did have some time and space, and here's another play the judge could have made, but cut off by, I think it was one of the Faith players. I couldn't tell which.
It looked like Judge was going for the fake there, and it was a well-timed fake. The Faith X, I think, just like with the ball was just like, it didn't end up being able to convince him not to go for it. But Judge with the placement there almost gets a goal. Aquatic. Oh, there's a double commit by Faith X, but Faith X did get some bumps, so they'll probably get out of this. AJRJ to the sky. AJRJ over to Debbie. Maybe back to Steve? No. Oh no. We got Aquatic with boost, with the flip reset, off the backboard, into net. I think he used his flip here. Let's see. I think he gets a flip.
I think he just used the back of his car to get that angle, because that's a very difficult angle, a negative angle almost, to get that down under the crossbar. And Aquatic is popping off.
No, absolutely. Aquatic is having a great game. But here comes AJRJ. Does he have a response? Both these teams are so close in skill level. Aquatic. Flip reset. AJRJ, though, patiently waiting for it. Beautiful defense. Judge. Oh, Steve the Taco with an absolute rip. No, that's Supreme mistouch. Aquatic needs to take control here. Steve the Taco. We're going to try to deny him that. Aquatic. Leave this one over to a teammate. Debbie gets denied. Oh, a beautiful infield pass from Debbie to Steve. Steve going to go for the redirect. Can't quite find it. And Aquatic gets the clear.
AJRJ goes to the side, almost a follow, and it ends up being a fake. Debbie's got a shot on target. It goes over the post. And here comes Aquatic. He's got boost. He's got the ball. Does he got the goal? He does got the goal.
Oh, that was so close. I thought Faith X had this. But Aquatic, beautiful control there. And oh no, I think that's just a miss on defense from AJ.
I think AJ thought he was going to go higher, and he got stuck on that ramp part of
Oh, did he get stuck on the corner?
I think he did, and that messed up his jump just slightly, causing him to miss that.
Faith X, they look a little bit shaken here. They're still on their back line. They need to get their chemistry going. Nice clear. Judge. Not sure if that was a fake or a miss. I think he was just leaving it for Aquatic or Supreme. AJ.
I think he was going to leave it for Aquatic, and Faith just jumped on top of that. This is a great passing play coming out of Faith, and Judge is going to turn it away.
That was such a good passing play. Oh, but no, here comes AJRJ. Oh no! They are cooking, but they can't keep the food on the plate.
They are starting to mount a lot of pressure, and Debbie almost had a goal. This one has to go in.
Yeah, Faith X needs to turn in a goal here. The good news is it's like, even though they're down by 2, they're getting shots and great looks on the net. So if they can actually turn those in, and Steve the Taco with the flick, top left.
A monster flick coming out of Steve the Taco. Look at this. Gets the ball on his hood, reverse 45, top left, bends off the crossbar. You can't ask for a better shot than that.
No, that was that was peak perfect placement from Steve the Taco. We got
that shot from the midfield, and it still had enough power to go in. That was crazy.
Yeah, and that arc was great. Oh, Steve the Taco dropping it down to AJRJ. Judge needs to get on this ball. Going to try to play Debbie. Gets a pinch. Oh, Aquatic was a little close there. Here comes Aquatic with the pinch. AJRJ to the sky. Oh, Supreme says not today. But here comes Steve the Taco. Does he have a little bit more magic? This is going to get to the sidewall. Here comes Steve the Taco. Can he send it to OT? No, it's denied. Bang Esports stops him on the goal line.
Judge gets the save. He was trying to dunk that last one in. That was incredible. Faith X really started turning up the pressure the last half of that game 1. They are going into game 2 hot.
Yep, and that replay is saved this time, and so now we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, let's talk about the stats for a second. I'm just quickly going to switch the stadiums.
Yeah, Aquatic with MVP, 652 points, 3 goals, 5 shots, and a save as well. If you're Faith X, that is the one guy you do not want to give space to. You want to challenge him quick, make him do something with the ball. Because if he has space, time, and boosts, you're gonna be in trouble. And he showed that in game one. Let's see if Faith X can shut him down in game two. But he was looking good.
Yep, absolutely. And I saw it seemed like I know AJRJ, it doesn't show it on the score, but I think both AJRJ and Steve the Taco started getting a lot more comfortable in the second half of that game. Devi has been absolutely great, just kind of being there wherever he's needed. But this is going to be interesting to see what happens in game two.
Yeah, Devi had some close opportunities for goals. AJRJ had also some close solo play opportunities where he almost hit a nice little double tap. And Steve the Taco. And this one, we're going to start the scoring off early, and guess who it is, Ginger?
I got my eyes closed. Was it Aquatic? I have 500 on Aquatic.
It was Aquatic off the kickoff. Just a really good sheet. Good kickoff, good sheet. Bang Esports going up early.
Here's another great kickoff out of Bang Esports. This is awkward, and Supreme gets on the board.
Oh no, another kickoff goal. This is not a great start, but luckily for Faith X, they have lots of time to come back in this game too.
And they got lots of time. They were really, I thought they looked like the better team, it looked like they were overwhelming Bang Esports in the second half of game one, but Bang Esports held strong. And I'm eating my words here in game two because Bang Esports just absolutely hammering them right now.
And there's 2 kickoff goals. I mean, that just hurts, right? Like, kickoff goals are never fun. Any game mode, whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, it just does not feel good to get kickoff goal against.
Agreed. But here comes Steve the Taco. Oh, I thought he was absolutely going to light up Supreme, but Supreme is going to ease on by. Judge with a nice little flicker pop there. Judge clearing it downfield. AJRJ. The sidewall. Here's a pass play from Faith X, but Supreme is there to interrupt it. An absolute bang by Steve. Little catch by Devi. Devi trying to control this. Going to go for the flick, but it's turned away.
Yeah, here's AJRJ trying to bring this ball back into the Bang Esports half. Supreme going to cut it off. He's got some ball in the corner. Steve's going to dunk him, but it's Aquatic, not Aqua the Pro, but he looks like Aqua the Pro. With the ball, he's going to figure this one out. Judge up quick. This one's going to be off the backboard. Steve the Taco there.
And this one just going to float in midfield for a second. Aquatic, though, AJRJ is starting to read Aquatic and playing some really good aerial defense against him, which is definitely needed.
Oh, that's a great touch by Devi, but there's no one there to finish it. And how could you read that if you're one of the Faith X players? That came out in a hurry.
That was close. Yeah, Faith X is responding to Aquatic now. They're there every time Aquatic tries to go for something. They're not leaving him time on the ball. Devi going double. He does get the double, but it's off target. AJRJ going to be denied by Supreme. Here comes Aquatic. Steve on the back wall. Steve going to delay. This one's out middle. Judge almost got an open shot on net, but it's denied. AJRJ over to Steve the Taco. At net. Aquatic's awkward, but he gets the save. Here comes AJRJ to the sky. No, he gets bumped off it, but Supreme with the miss. And Steve the Taco. Another goal for Steve.
And Faith X has started to ramp up the pressure. Before this miss by Supreme, they were starting to ramp it up. You could tell the speed was coming out. They were maintaining possession. The ball was mostly on the Bang Esports half, and they finally get rewarded with a goal. And hopefully they can keep it up going, for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. And AJRJ, that was also a great pass by AJRJ there. But, oh, another great hit by AJ. Let me just keep saying AJRJ for the next 5 minutes. But no, we need to talk about Supreme and Judge Dredd. Longtime teammates, I believe, in both 3s and 2s. And the chemistry. Judge knew exactly where Supreme would be there and just lobs it up to him.
Excellent vision by Judge. He said, "Hey, Supreme, I know you missed that one back there. Here, get you one back." And Supreme gets his one back and gives him that insurance goal, which is always nice to have.
But here comes FaithX on the counterattack. AJRJ, did he put it in? No! What a slot, but it's just barely off.
Goes off of both posts. That's heartbreaking for FaithX.
Steve the Taco denies it. AJRJ, this one past mid. Judge, corner. Judge continuing. Can't find it. Steve the Taco. AJRJ, an absolute bang. And the save is not going to be there. And AJRJ brings it within one.
Was this a pinch, Ginger?
I think that was a
teed up.
It was a Charlie Brown.
Steve the Taco teed it up, and AJRJ just came in and just took a shot on net, and Bang Esports wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, and this one now. 1 goal game here in game number 2. See if FaithX can have the comeback.
AJRJ pulls off that one, catches it off his card. Doesn't have boost though. He's gonna try to get this one mid into Devi. Devi's going high. Judge Dredd smartly on the backboard plays that one out into space. He gets a good dunk to try to follow it. AJRJ on the back wall. He's gonna clear it out. Devi's gonna follow it. Here comes FaithX into the Bang Esports half. Steve the Taco puts it mid for Devi. Devi can't get to it. Judge turns it away. Now it's a fast break from the other end. AJRJ slows it down. He's got to play time, and he does so well.
Steve the Taco. Nice little unselfish play over to Devi. Though read well by Bang Esports. Steve the Taco, not the best touch there, but they're not going to get punished for it. Devi going to deny this one down. Supreme, though, can't quite get his card to lift off on the wall there. Kind of got that weird glitch, but it doesn't matter. Supreme, I don't know how he found that angle, but he did.
I don't know how he found that angle either. He's in the FaithX corner, and he's trying to get this one mid. Maybe he was trying to put it on target, but nonetheless, it's another goal for Bang Esports, and they're up by 2 with 30 seconds left.
Yep. We'll see what happens here. AJRJ going to be denied by Supreme. Aquatic. Going to be denied by Steve the Taco. Devi to the sky. Going to fake it. AJRJ, he's got speed. Some chain dashes. Over to Steve the Taco. Maybe back to AJRJ. This one going to be in midfield. Steve. Going to be popped back up to Steve. This one down over to Devi. Oh, it's a fake. And Bang Esports going to take game number 2 as well.
Yeah, Bang Esports taking game number 2. So FaithX is going to have to reverse sweep. They're going to have to win 3 games in a row if they want to get to the grand finals. Bang Esports, they just need 1. And look at Supreme. You know, after Supreme had that miss that ended up becoming a FaithX goal, he was able to get one back off the pass off a Judge, and he was the MVP of the match. 553 points on the score line, 3 goals, 1 assist on 3 goals on 4 shots, mind you. And Steve the Taco also put in some work on the FaithX side. I would like to see FaithX turn up at the end of game 1 when they had all that pressure and all that speed that they were just basically keeping Bang Esports in their half. I would like to see them do that for this game 3, Ginger. Also, I will remind for save replay just because
already on
if you haven't done it already.
Already on it, but that is good that you reminded me, because the one time you won't will be the time I forget.
Yes.
We're going to head on over to game number 3, though. We need to grab a drink of water here in a second.
I know. I'm right there with you.
I am forgetting to fill up my water bottle. But we got game 3. It's do or die for FaithX, and they go for a fake. And
I love to see that.
Oh, no.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up. If things aren't working, you gotta try something different. So a nice little fake kickoff. That could be oh my goodness, Supreme.
Supreme's placement has been supremely well placed. That is my sentence I am going with, and I do not regret it. Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
he gets that past all 3 FaithX defenders and snipes the near post. I think they were thinking that ball was going to bounce into the midfield, the FaithX defenders, and it came off the back wall, and Supreme just read it perfectly.
Yeah, just a beautiful read by Supreme. And I forgot.
But here comes Steve the Taco. Steve the Taco almost had one. It was turned away, and FaithX now mounting that pressure. This one is going to go to Devi. Can Supreme get a dunk? He does, but it's almost right back into Devi's hands. Devi's going to try to follow this with no boost. There's a miss coming out of Aquatic. Maybe he was leaving that for Judge. Nonetheless, this one's coming back into the FaithX half, and there's a bump play, a pull shot almost, coming out of Bang Esports.
Yeah, and this one just kind of bouncing around midfield. Is that a goal from FaithX? No, it's denied. And here comes Supreme going the other way.
FaithX has gotten so close on so many goal opportunities. Just going off the post, just slightly left or right. If they get some of these to fall, I think they're going to take one of these games, take this game.
Absolutely. I think FaithX just needs to, like, they have so many good plays. Just can't turn them into goals. Here comes Devi. Be in midfield. This ball just kind of going back and forth right now. Got a game of Pong on our hands.
Yeah, none of these teams can keep the pressure as they're all kind of searching for boosts, it seems like, and the spacing's a little bit far apart. But if you're Bang Esports, you're already up by 1. You only need this, and you're going to the grand finals. You don't need a goal, so they can play a little bit more back and a little bit more defensive. But if you're FaithX, you lose this and you're out of the tournament.
Yep. But it's like, it's kind of that, it's like when the other team is playing laid back, is that when you press when you're already down 1, or do you play it, like, do you wait until it's a later part of the game before you feel like you have to start pressing harder? And I think right now FaithX is just trying to stay calm, and they got a lot of time on their hands. So if it just becomes a kind of back and forth, I think they will probably be fine with that.
Yeah, it looks like FaithX is looking for their time to strike. Oh my goodness!
My
Devi!
gosh!
Devi reading this one off the sidewall, gets the flip on the catch. The flip reset into the top bins. What a goal from Devi. If Devi is waking up.
Yep, Devi waking up. I wasn't sure. Was Devi the one on the back wall that scored it? Was he who was the passer there? That pass was nice.
I don't know who the pass was, but what a read. And Devi again gets another good shot on target. It's turned away by Aquatic, and Aquatic's trying to get a counterattack on the other end. See the Taco putting this one into the corner, trying to maintain pressure. He gets a ground pinch. Judge is there to turn it away. Steve puts this in the corner, trying to keep it in the Bang Esports half, and Aquatic is going to fake this all the way as he doesn't have any boost, and uh-oh. Okay, good. Steve the Taco is back. I don't think their second was expecting that 50 to come out. And this is a big dunk. It's offered for RJ, excuse me, but he's able to get it turned away with a low boost.
Oh, this one's deep.
That's
deep into Bang Esports territory. Here comes Aquatic off the back wall, denied again by FaithX. This one, B2 Aquatic. Denied by FaithX. Here comes Devi. Does he have some more magic in him? No, he doesn't quite get the shot. And Bang Esports with the counterattack. So AJRJ is going to be there, getting it out of danger. He doesn't quite get the demo there, but everyone kind of didn't quite expect Aquatic to get that second touch there. So no one's able to be there. Aquatic trying to get this one into the corner, maybe going to go for a ground pinch here, but FaithX is there, denied by Bang Esports again.
Yeah, Aquatic just causes so much chaos, doesn't he, on the offensive half? Just making multiple players from FaithX go because you have to. You can't let him have an open net, so they're doing a good job of shutting him down in this game 3.
Yep, absolutely. And here, this one hit over to the side. Gonna be for Aquatic, trying to get the redirect, can't quite find it. We might be going into OT in game number 3.
This be our first OT ever, Ginger? I think it might be.
I think it might be, and we are a second away from getting it. But here comes Faith X. It's in the corner. Here comes Bang Esports going the other way. Faith X trying to get this one down. It stays up. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. This ball's still up. Both teams going for it. They do not want OT, but we will get OT. Overtime between Bang Esports and Faith X here in game number 3.
Wow, I've never seen the overtime text on this overlay because I have not actually tested that. So thanks, Bang Esports and Faith, for taking this to 8 overtime. And
does this we need to pay them as QA analysts now?
We might have to, yes.
And here comes.
This is a huge overtime from Faith X because if they let this one go into their net, that's it.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. This is match point for Bang Esports. I totally spaced. Oh, beautiful dunk there. Devi trying to figure out where he needs to play defense here. He gets to the side. Steve the Taco, though. He's on the warpath. He's got it past one. He's leaving it for his teammate, but his teammate didn't quite understand where the ball was going to be left. Here comes Steve the Taco! Oh my gosh! Devi RL! What a redirect!
Oh my goodness. AJRJ up to Devi. Devi gets this one down and over Aquatic's head. And Faith X is alive in this series. Alive and well, Ginger.
They are alive and well. And what a pass from AJRJ. Put that pixel perfect. And then the pixel perfect shot from Devi. Oh my gosh, what a series this has been.
I mean, Devi was definitely the man of the match there. What a performance coming out of him. He did not want to get swept. He said, not today, not on my watch. I will flip reset, top bends it. I will get redirects. I will do whatever it takes to put my team on top. And he did exactly that.
Absolutely. And replay is saved, and we are going to head back on over to Manfield Night for this next match. But yeah, honestly, this is so back and forth. I don't even know what I'm expecting out of game number 4. I don't know who, like Steve the Taco has looked great, but both AJ, RJ, and Devi seemingly have woken up. But Judge and Supreme and Aquatic, they are all cooking. This is going to be a good game 4.
I totally agree. I mean, Devi just came out of nowhere. He was definitely, like you said, quiet in those first couple of games, but wow, has he woken up, and he's woken up in a big way. I would like to see him continue it here in game 4, though.
All right, let's take a look at that game 4 starting here. This one going to go over to Aquatic. Aquatic over to Judge. Judge at net. Denied by Steve. Judge not even quite find it. This is going to be interesting because I think, was it last series that Bang Esports got 2 quick goals at the beginning?
I think that was that game 2? I think that was game 2.
I think you're right. But like, if Faith X gets the first goal here, I think it will be the first time that they will lead. Like at the beginning, what a infield pass from Devi, and what a shot! Like, this is a 3-man pass play. Look at this. This is Rocket League. Look at that play.
To Devi to AJRJ, and AJRJ just slots the bottom right. What a play coming out of Faith X. You love to see 3-man passing plays if you're a fan of Rocket League, and that was a great one, getting that ball down the field like that.
Oh, but the fake from Aquatic, I thought it was going to be a big brain play, but AJRJ strikes again.
Faith X is really starting to heat up here, and that's a huge dunk. And that just goes right into the net. Judge cannot get back. This thing had some speed on it.
Incog, I know it's a little too early to say this, but I think we might be going to our first game 5.
That's a little bit too early. That's a caster's curse, Ginger. You can't be saying that this early in the match.
Faith X is going to watch this back and curse my name. But here's Devi, denied by Judge.
See the Taco. Good control in the air. He's going for another touch. Steve the Taco!
Steve the Taco in the sky. He will not be denied. Pass Supreme. The placement is perfect. What a play by Supreme the Taco.
What an extra touch. Excellent control in the air. Faith X up by 3 now. They're really laying down the hammer. Uh-oh, it's Steve the Taco on the wall with boost. He's going to just put this one on net, test the defense, and Judge is there to turn it away.
And
Here comes Debbie, puts this one in the middle.
Bang just looks shell-shocked right now.
They haven't been down in this bad in this series yet. Oh my God, what a pass. Did you see that pass, Ginger? That was a free-flip pass.
An absolute monster.
Into the middle, and it was right on Steve's head. That was a beautiful.
Here comes Aquatic. We'll see if he has a response. Gonna be taken away. Over in Debbie. Supreme with a great dunk there. Thought that one was maybe going to land in. Steve the Taco. AJRJ going to get lit up. Judge says, hey, if we can't get the ball out of our half, at least I can get you out of our half.
And that was a tactic that worked in game 1. If you remember, Ginger, Bang Esports has some of their first few goals coming off of demos, and we haven't really seen that since. I don't know if it's because they don't have boost, or if Faith X is just starting to just heat up with these mechanical plays, and it looks like it's a combination of both as Debbie has another one.
And I thought Steve the Taco was going to place this, but it was just a little high, or maybe that was a calculated pass, and Debbie's there on the other line, hits it like mid-right to make the defense just super awkward, and a beautiful shot by Debbie.
And it's all Faith X in game 4, up by 4, and they want more. They're not stopping at all. They're not playing defensive Rocket League. They're still attacking the Bang Esports net.
No, they want to take all this momentum going into game number 5 if they can.
Oh, this might be another one, Ginger.
They found it. AJRJ just staring at this ball, realizing it's in, slowing his car down.
And this is one, if you're Bang Esports, this is one where it's like, let's regroup, let's try some things out. We're down by 5 goals. You might as well use the last 2 minutes to, try out demo plays, try out whatever you want, because at this point in time, it's going to be a very hard climb back. It's not impossible though.
Not impossible, but I agree with you. This is where it's like you're probably fine knowing that you have another game to just chalk this one up to a L, but like you said, start experimenting, seeing what's working against them, see if they get overconfident, see what you need to do different, and try making those adjustments now so you can hit them hard in game 5.
And if you're Faith X, you're just trying to go for some more clips right here.
Yeah, Faith X just wants more clips. Oh, AJRJ, he got another clippy and the demo. AJRJ, they're running up the score.
AJ just takes a soft touch, gets it over one, and gets one popped into the right, and a demo on Judge coming out of Debbie. And that's just hopeless if you're Judge.
Yeah, that was just not a good situation if you were Bang Esports, but Judge Dredd over to Supreme. Supreme, I think, saw Aquatic, so was trying to leave it for him. Aquatic looks a little bit shaken, not gonna lie. Like, I'm used to, he's missed a few solo plays. We need to see him get back into this. This one, into the corner. Aquatic.
Here he is.
Here he is. Man of the hour. Aquatic. Oh, that was actually smart to just leave it because that ball went straight mid for Judge. Supreme getting a shot on net. Bang Esports, they're starting to corral this back. They're starting to like adjust to the pace. Oh, but AJRJ, he wants more.
You can see Faith X is sending a guy. Like, that was the third man. Aquatic was on the ball. They're going to get a person on that ball when Aquatic is there. They're not going to give him space.
Absolutely. Oh, the fake. Debbie going to be denied. Steve the Taco going to fake it. Going to hit it back. Supreme, though. That was a good response by Bang Esports. Not to get caught off by that. Oh, I thought AJRJ found that. But no, Aquatic into the sidewall. Supreme to the sky. Oh no, Devi denies it. Devi wants to sweep, or is it a sweep if it's just a single game? I don't know, but Devi wants the 6-0 game, and it looks like they will get it. They're looking for one more. Steve the Taco challenged that so pre-challenged that. Steve the Taco though, but Aquatic going to hit to the other side. And this ball is down, and we're going to Game 5, Champions Field. Let's go.
We're going to Game 5, and Faith X is trying to go for the reverse sweep. AJRJ with the MVP, 595 points, 4 goals on 6 shots, great shooting percentage. You know, Steve the Taco the first couple of games, and now Devi and AJRJ, they're starting to take over.
Yeah, I do not know what's going to happen in Game 5. Like, is Faith X going to run away with it? I feel like some games, I feel like Bang ran away with it. Or is it just going to be an absolute slugfest? Is it going to be a 1-goal game? Let's find out. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Bang Esports, you got to find a way, I think, to get those demos like you were getting in the first couple of games. Give Aquatic space with boost in the ball. Let him do what he does best, and that is those solo play mechanical plays of his. Yeah, he has the car control. He has the ability to take out not only one but maybe 2 defenders. And if you're Faith X, just keep on doing the same thing.
Yeah, keep on
working.
Keep on doing it. But like we had the stats up there just for a second ago, and you're right. Faith X was beating them on the demo score line by a significant margin. I think that was a big difference. But here we are in game number 5, Champions Field, and Bang Esports scores first. Aquatic over to Supreme.
Oh my goodness, a disgusting pass coming out of Aquatic, and Supreme also very quick on the read. He knew Aquatic was going to get that ball mid to him, and he jumped on it really quick and gets the goal. That's huge for Bang Esports to respond in that way after getting blown out in Game 4, responding with an early Game 5 lead, and Steve just barely misses wide. Another response coming out of Faith X.
We'll hope that doesn't come back to haunt them. That should have been a tied game here. If Bang scores another unanswered, that might be a pretty hard hill to climb. Judge, this one going into midfield. Devi going to pass it over to AJRJ. Supreme gets beat. Here comes Steve. Steve reading it, putting it down. He's got Devi, and Devi slots it to the left past the defender, and we got a tied game.
This is a great all-around play from Steve the Taco. He gets it past one and then gets that bounce pass off the backboard, and Devi perfectly positioned for that bounce. That is not an easy bounce to read, as it could go any way, any sorts of ways, and it could go high, low, whatever. He was there, he read it, and he got the goal, and it's all tied up.
We'll see if Faith X can continue that hype they had in game number 4. Oh, that's not a good touch. Supreme over to Aquatic. It's denied. Here comes AJRJ. Denied by Judge. This one going to be down mid. A beautiful clear here. Aquatic, though. Oh, look at that control. Great control. Steve, though, does wait it out patiently. Oh, my gosh. Look at this pass play from Faith X.
Faith X looking like they're strawberry milk with these infield passes, and oh, that was another touch coming out. I didn't see that to begin with. I thought it was just a 1-2, but it was a 1-2-3.
We'll see Bang Esports now. I thought Bang Esports had it in the bag after that first goal, and it looked like they were getting the second one, but then Faith X comes out of nowhere and scores 2 quick ones.
Faith X, they are looking good. I don't know what happened, but they just started turning it around after going down 2.
Absolutely. And I think they're trying to keep this ball out of Aquatic's hands. He's getting challenged very quick every single time in the sky. This one to the sidewall. This one at net, denied by AJRJ.
Supreme is just placing these shots. That was almost another one, and AJRJ just gets back to it.
Got Bang Esports on the warpath. This one gonna go middle. We got Supreme and Judge up for it. I think that this is a little too early for them to panic. They're only down by 1. They need to watch those doubles. Oh, Supreme.
Yeah,
that was a great pass, but no one was there on the right.
I think it was because of that costly double commit. Judge just couldn't get back in time after he was recovering from the initial challenge. And then this is going to be turned into a Faith X counter attack, and Debbie's going to get a goal.
And honestly, Faith X, it's been all about pass plays. It's all been passing. And it's so fun to watch.
I think that was like almost an identical, I feel like all of their goals have been into that corner on that right wall. The guy on the right wall gets a pass out mid, and then there's a Faith X person there to score it.
Yep. Oh, but Debbie not able to get in front of this. It's going to be chased. This one off the back wall. Here comes Supreme. Doesn't quite get that by the defender. Aquatic. Little floater. Top left. Can't find it. Judge. Going to have to turn this one around. Denied by Steve. Oh, there's a miss. Judge is in trouble, but he does get it away.
Yeah, great save coming out of Judge. That could have been really dangerous if not a goal. Judge able to clear that out to the side, and here comes Aquatic off his own back wall. Doesn't get the touch he wants, but he does get it over to Judge, and Judge is able to put this down into the Faith X corner. And is this one going to be a goal? No, Debbie's going to turn it away. He's going to have the counter attack, tries to get over Judge. Judge able to stop him in the midfield. Good midfield defense coming out of Judge.
Oh, Steve the Taco almost just got a flip reset on a ball that was heading towards his net.
And Judge almost got a goal out of that, but it was a good save, I think, coming out of Steve the Taco. This one's off the post.
Oh, but this might be good for Bang. Can Aquatic capitalize? Aquatic can! They're within 1! We got a 1-goal game with 1:09 on the clock. Faith X looking for... Is this a reverse sweep if they win? I think it is. And Bang Esports just trying to get this series done with and trying to take the W that they worked so hard for.
Yeah, Faith X, I mean, they're if they can hold this league, they would get the reverse sweep. Bang Esports is trying not to get reverse swept as they're still down by 1. That was a crazy post bounce. Word to AppJack is you're as a defender, you're thinking that ball's going to the corners. You're positioning over there. Then it goes back out mid, and now you're out of position.
Yeah,
and Aquatic was able to just counter attack off that really quickly down the center of the field. And now it's anybody's game.
Absolutely. The post gods, they give and they take it away. Got Judge.
They still need 1. They still need 1 to tie this and put it to a game 5 overtime, and Aquatic's going to turn this away. And Supreme's going to just bang this one on the other side. He doesn't have any boost to take control. And here comes Steve the Taco off his own back wall. Steve going for a 50. He gets a good 50 out to the side, but Aquatic's there quickly. He gets the pads too. And that could be dangerous, but Steve's going to turn it away safely.
Aquatic, though, has to do something here.
Yes.
Do or die.
This is dangerous. No one's got boost on the Bang Esports side. They can't do much. Aquatic's going to try to keep it up.
What a pinch! Oh, no, the bump! Someone bumped him out of the way. Was that Debbie? Who got that bump there at the end? Whoever did denies Bang from catching this. And we got a reverse sweep from Faith X. What a series.
Wow. That series could not have turned out any more entertaining. Like, I for sure thought Faith X was just, they were coming out flat. You know, it's one of those days in Rocket League where you're just not feeling it. You come out flat. But, man, did they turn it around after that game, too. Like, they look like a completely different team. Especially Devi and AJRJ. They just, I don't know what they did, if they, you know, took a G Fuel or something, but they look like 2 different players. And they were pivotal into this reverse sweep. And speaking of Steve the Taco, who had a first good game 1 and 2, he ended up finishing game 5 as the MVP. 549 points, 1 goal on 0 shots. That's pretty good, Steve. I don't know how you did that.
Yeah, what a series. And we see FaithX taking it 3-2, the reverse sweep. Everything you just said, Incog, and more. Should we? I feel like we need to get Steve the Taco or someone in here. Let's chat with them.
Yeah.
Let's see how they're feeling. You gotta be hyped after this.
Yeah, I'm messaging the captains now to see if okay. Debbie said he is down, or somebody would be down to do a post game interview. Hop in one of the voice channels and we can bring you it.
All right, and as we get them in here, just a reminder, we'll have our grand finals. We'll have this interview. We'll probably go to a quick intermission, but don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the best of 5 between Strawberry Milk and Faith X.
Oh,
but let's get them in
here's
here for this
Debbie.
interview. Debbie, how you doing? How you feeling?
Yo, what's going on, man?
I mean, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
We're feeling good after that win. I mean, we had to turn that back around. Obviously, it was a little rusty in the beginning, but we got warmed up quick.
I agree. I agree. How were you? Sorry, Incog. You go.
Well, I was gonna say, like, how did it feel to hit that flip reset? That was a disgusting shot.
Dude, in the moment, I was like, it's there. I went for it. Bang. That's it, bro. We feel good. We're ready for game 2, man.
You sound like it.
Yeah, that was a crazy series. I honestly did not think. I mean, I think you and AJRJ kind of had a slow start in the game 1, game 2, but then it was like a night and day. You guys just did a 180 for the rest of the series, and with the reverse sweep, that's always got to feel good.
Yeah, after that first win, we got the confidence we needed.
Well, that's awesome.
Did you guys end up watching the Strawberry Lunar Flame match? Or you guys are gonna be playing the grand finals against Strawberry Milk? Any takeaways from that match?
Oh no, I think we'll go into it blind. We're ready for anything.
All right. Well, that is some confidence. So we'll see you here in a few minutes, Debbie, for game number 2. Good luck to you and good luck to your teammates. And we're excited to see you guys play in the grand finals. Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No problem. We'll see you soon. All right. Well, with that interview done, let's go to a quick intermission and then we'll be back with the grand finals. Thank you guys for tuning in to NARL. We will be right back.